Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning show. Good morning, Andy.
Good morning. Thank you for having me today.
I think this is your show. Thank you for having me.
I feel like a guest this morning.
It's a beautiful morning, 54 degrees, and today will be a great day. Not as warm as yesterday. Our high today, 69. Yesterday's high, 77. And for those of you who've already done some gardening and planted already, the National Weather Service says frost and freezing temperatures are expected tonight.
Wow. Now, that's a pretty good weather forecast.
Yeah.
But let's hear what Tina has to say. Tina, what do you have going on today for the weather?
Hey, it's Tina from Hometown Heating. Today you will use your furnace and your AC.
Well, Tina confirms your prediction that you will use your furnace and your air conditioning
She's
today.
absolutely right.
She is absolutely right. So when I get home, I'll turn my furnace on.
I was glad to see she didn't fall.
I had a lot of people yesterday, they thought Tina was really up on that Blake building, and I said she was. So thanks to Tina and Hometown. Visit heatandcoolwithus.com. You can always check out the Hometown Heating and Cooling Skycam on our website anytime.
While it's going to be cold tonight, we're going to have a beautiful Memorial Day weekend. Beautiful weather all 3 days of the holiday.
You know, I've heard people are worried about their northern Michigan trips. It's not going to be that hot. People are canceling their trips. Have you ever canceled a trip due to weather?
No.
Never.
Not in Michigan. We don't do that here. I jinxed the Miami Heat yesterday when I said that there was a high potential for sweeps in both the NHL and NBA. The Celtics came back. I think they're going to win 4 straight now.
You do? I'd bet you on that. I don't think so. I think it's too little too late. But yeah, I think people are, I don't know, I don't think people are going to be as interested in this year's NBA Finals as they have been in the past. I think it's going to be a little sleepy.
Yeah, if it had been Celtics, Lakers, it would have been, the network would have loved it. And the networks, have you heard? ESPN and Fox, CBS, NBC, they all are messing up the Big Ten television contracts, and they're just discovering, the football coaches and athletic directors are just discovering this week that the contract is so messed up that they've been assigned games and game times that they have no intention of honoring, including the Michigan-Ohio State game would be played November 11th at night.
Which both schools do not want that to happen.
No, too late in the season for a night game. And
Michigan really doesn't want to play that many night games in general. So yeah, it's all about the cash.
Yeah.
You play when you said you're going to play. That's going to be what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, you're just going to, every game is going to be a night game. I don't know. What do you like, Brandon? When you're watching your team play, do you like the night game?
As a fan, I like the night game because I have a young child, so I
Yeah,
can focus on the
yeah.
game the whole time.
Brandon has
That
a
is
little boy.
nice. Yeah, a noon game with a young child is tough. It's almost like you don't watch the game.
In Lansing yesterday, the Michigan Senate voted 55-5 to protect Michiganders with braids, locks, and twists from discrimination, including being ordered to cut their hair by bosses or lose out on jobs because of their hairstyles. The hair discrimination bill easily passing the Senate and likely to pass the House. And that would be, and apparently it's an issue. There have been people who have been forced to change their hairstyle. It's a race-based discrimination, and another form of discrimination being outlawed soon in the state of Michigan. The Surgeon General, you know who he is?
I don't know who the Surgeon General is.
Well,
the last I heard, they were saying that loneliness was worse than a pack of cigarettes a day.
Well, yeah.
So is this the same gentleman?
It's the same guy, Vivek Murthy. He was the Surgeon General once, and then he was gone, and then he's back. He said, he's issued an advisory yesterday saying social media poses serious risk for the health, mental health, and well-being of children and adolescents.
You don't say. Wow,
Well,
that could be the Attorney General.
Surgeon General.
Whatever. Surgeon. Is he really a surgeon?
He is. He's from Indiana too.
He's
a
heart
He's a
surgeon.
real doctor. He's a real doctor.
Yeah.
Another doctor news in Western Germany, officials at a hospital have fired a surgeon after he used a hospital janitor to assist in a toe amputation.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So they were doing the amputation, and he needed an assistant because the patient did not receive a local anesthetic, became restless on the gurney, and asked the janitor, "Hey, can you come in and hold this guy's leg down while I cut off his toe?"
Oh.
And so he did, and the surgeon's been fired.
Wow. He's not the Surgeon General.
No.
I have some more overseas news. In Australia, there was an incident. A 95-year-old gal was stun gunned.
No.
Yes, and left with critical injuries.
I thought you were going to say she went.
Went skydiving.
Skydiving.
It looks like she went skydiving. Or this is the only picture that they have of her. She's in a nursing home, and she had a steak knife, and she was approaching like an officer just with a steak knife. I don't think she was going to stab him, and he stun gunned her, leaving her with critical injuries. And that Australian officer is going to be in trouble because he's going to be charged for stun gunning that woman in the nursing home with a steak knife.
Wow.
Yeah, 95-year-old gal.
It's not going to look good on his resume.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Today is the somber anniversary. It was 1 year ago today that a gunman killed 19 children and 2 teachers at that elementary school in Uvalde. And that community, they'll never recover.
No, I watched 2020 had a follow-up last week where they talked to really kind of every tentacle that was touched by that tragedy, from parents, teachers. You know, that the one teacher, that the gentleman, every single kid in his classroom was killed right in front of them. I mean, are you kidding me? This is absolutely crazy. One of the most ridiculous things you will ever hear about. There's the new video that I've seen on that 2020. You see all these parents trying to break down the fence and get into the school. It's just absolutely heartbreaking.
Yeah, we all saw the video in the early days, but in recent weeks, more video has been released and broadcast, and it's awful, unbelievable.
Absolutely awful. Coming up next week after Memorial Day, the Tuesday, we will have the Selby Track and Field Classic. It's back at Jackson High, so we will have that. Cassie Legal will join me, and looking forward to it. Should be a great event. Also over at Jackson High, Jack Fairley's retiring. Did you know that?
I did.
And he's moving to your home state.
He's moving to Manchester, Vermont.
He is.
To be a neighbor of Alec Baldwin.
He is. He'll be neighbors with Alec Baldwin. Like really close. Really close. Jack threw out the first pitch the other night for the Vikings. Kind of just to honor Jack for all he's overseen and done over the years. We'll miss Jack. Jack always treated us first class all the time, and Jack and I also share a birthday. How about that?
That's right. Happy birthday, Jack.
Birthday brothers.
Yeah, great career. 35 years.
Amazing.
Coach,
absolutely
teacher,
amazing.
Administrator.
He already has gotten contact with the local high school in Vermont, and I think he'll be taking tickets at football games in the fall up there. So.
Yep, Manchester High School, where my sister Marcy graduated.
Unbelievable. Let's stay over at Jackson High, the Al Glick Youth Football Camp. We've got to get that on everyone's calendars. That's one you don't want to miss. And Saturday, June 17th, is the Al Glick Youth Football Camp. And 4th through 9th graders, if you're entering 4th through 9th grade this fall, and to sign up, you can visit facebook.com/Al Glick Youth Football Camp. It's one of my favorite events of the year, and I know you love to go to that as well. It's the coolest day of the year, and
yeah, you got a chance to rub shoulders with Jim Harbaugh. You interviewed him.
I did. Yes, I did. That was not my best work, but yeah, I mean, I think of the people we've got to talk to because of this event. Charles Woodson. I mean, awesome. So very cool.
Well, you were very intimidated
By Jim.
Jim.
Well,
He's very intimidating.
he is intimidating. He's scary. He's scary. He's very. His father, I could have interviewed him all day. Jack Harbaugh.
Jack.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jack.
he was there that day
Yeah,
too.
Jim was a little intimidating.
I saw Jim Harbaugh in his first year at back at Michigan, and he was walking down Main Street in Ann Arbor, and his kids kept trying to run into the street, and he kept yanking them back onto the sidewalk.
Yeah,
when
well, that's
they
how
were
you
just
teach 'em.
little Yeah.
That's how you teach them.
Yep.
Today's show is brought to you by Vermeulen's Home Furnishings. Now in their third generation, they have a wonderful Memorial Day sale happening, and they will even be open on Memorial Day.
I was just looking at the.
Well, I ran into Nathan the other night, and I asked him if he would pay my sales tax always, and he said he would think about it.
Well, you can get a Lazy Boy rocker recliner, originally $15.99, now $6.99.
What?
Yeah, saved $900, and all the patio furniture has arrived, up to 40% store-wide, and they pay your sales tax.
I like it.
This is a weekend to shop.
This is the weekend to shop at Vermeulen's.
A couple of items on the police blotter. Officers responded to West Michigan Avenue and Northwest Avenue, busy intersection.
Very busy.
For disorderly subjects, assault charges will be sought on a 40-year-old female and a 13-year-old female.
Oh, wow.
Lady.
That's like my age. That's like that's pretty close to like mine and my child's age. What happened?
I don't know. It's details are sketchy, but it sounds like the 40-year-old lady was hitting the 13-year-old child.
Well,
the child
that begs the question.
she was hitting her back.
What did she do to deserve it?
Well,
I'm just kidding.
Both will be charged.
Awful.
So
Awful.
typically,
Things happen.
it's a he said, she said, she said kind of situation.
Yeah.
And up on I-75 north of Detroit, a steer on the loose.
Oh, I saw this.
Yes.
And where did they get these cowboys from so quick?
I don't know. I guess that there's a place you can call for
There is.
rescuing steers. But we actually, the Michigan State Police, so they got 2 ATVs, a cowboy on horseback, and the cow.
Oh my God.
They lassoed the cow.
They did lasso the cow.
They did not charge the cow. And
I don't know how they got the cowboy out there so quick.
they actually,
In Michigan, we've got cowboys just at your disposal off 75.
apparently, I mean, like in Jackson County, we have the Mounted Division. I'm sure we
Yeah,
call
but
the
I mean,
Mounted
how long
Division.
would that take to like put together? I mean, this is just a.
The state police put together this action-packed video. Let's take a look.
Okay. That was cool. Very cool. I don't know. Whoever has the four-wheeler and the cowboy hat, congratulations.
I got further information. The cow had been loose for several weeks, so the state police had some time to find a cowboy.
Yeah. I have, in father-son news, I have a photograph that you probably thought would never be taken.
All right.
Look at what we got here. Oh my God!
Oh, that's right. We were at
We were at the Conopackies, and that is Mark and his father Ron, and there's Ma'am, clearly the youngest in the entire group, and then there's you.
And Jeremiah in the back.
Yeah, and we had finished all of our barbecue. Ron was still working on his. Jeremiah, I mean, are you kidding me?
You know, it's funny. Andy didn't want this picture taken because he didn't want to be seen with a can of Diet Pepsi.
I didn't, and then Ron got sauce on my shirt, I think.
It was a fun time.
It was fun. No, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a neat thing. Mark put together a
it was kind of nice.
barbecue for his staff and some of the neighbors.
Yeah, some of the neighbors.
Some of his.
Yeah, and we just happened to be driving by, saw the hullabaloo, and pulled in. So, very nice. And got that nice photo.
I stopped because we saw the big guy catering truck.
That's right, we did see the big guy catering truck. Let's get to our scoreboard, our Extreme Dodge scoreboard, brought to you by Extreme. Get that oil change today before you head up north. You don't want that check engine or oil change light coming on right when you get to about St. John's.
Yeah.
That's not good. It's not good. Get that oil change. Here's our softball scores. Columbia, they handled Ida. It was see how many runs you could score in one game. Not much defense. Reading Concord split. Coldwater took 2 from Lumen. Here's some softball. Western, no problem with Harper Creek, and Bedford beat Jackson. What else we have here? We got some baseball. Jackson just took care of the Dogs from Sexton, 19-4 and 23-1. Lumen Christi with a couple nice wins over Coldwater. And we also had some track and field last night.
Mm-hmm. Napoleon is the Cascades Conference champ for boys, and they've got some Hanover Horton.
Yeah.
Also great. So, by the way, the soccer postseason starts today.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Check out photos from the Cascades Conference meet on our website and the Interstate 8 as well. Let's get to that's our last soccer score. Here's what's coming up on deck for today. Like you mentioned, there's the local playoff soccer action. It is win or go fishing, as they say. So that's all coming up on deck as we wind down the spring sports season here on JTV.
Who's on the show today?
We have got a wonderful show. We're going to get things started with Clint White and Karen Watson from the Jackson County Airport right after this.
Defending against fraud every day, I'm Erin with American One Credit Union. As cryptocurrency becomes more common, scammers are taking advantage of its anonymous nature to separate people from their hard-earned funds. If someone is directing you to deposit your money into a crypto ATM so you can protect it, or transfer it somewhere by sending a picture of the screen, take a step back and reach out to your financial institution or law enforcement for help or advice. Cryptocurrency is easy to lose and hard to recover. Visit us at thefraudfighters.org for more info and tips to protect yourself.
At Consumers Energy, we believe change is preparing for the worst by putting to work the very best. Change is improving by replacing utility poles and redesigning our substations. Change is commitment to upgrading 1,000 miles of our energy grid every year. And change is confidence, the confidence of knowing when it comes to keeping the lights on, we're always on. Consumers Energy, a force for you, a force of change.
At Windy Hill Creations, our goal is to put the fun in personal and home decor. We have the finest floral designers, furniture painters, repurposed artisans, and much more to design and create amazing, one-of-a-kind pieces for you. We know that you may not know exactly what you're looking for, but we'll help to steer your vision in the right direction. Also, check out our fresh floral section with new bouquets displayed daily. You're sure to find the perfect gift for someone special at Windy Hill Creations in Jackson. Are you struggling with your mental health? We can help at Michigan Psychological Care, located in Jackson, Michigan. We are here to help strengthen your relationships, your interpersonal connections, and help you find yourself. With options of individual therapy, family and couples, group counseling, psychological evaluations, we are here to help with all your mental health needs. Contact us today to live the life you've always dreamed.
You need a plumber? From leak repairs to new construction. Grimes Plumbing Company. licensed and insured, proudly serves the Jackson area with fast, reliable service. No hot water, drains clogged? Call Grimes Plumbing today, proudly serving Jackson County.
Coming up tomorrow, Zero Bar and Lounge has their grand opening and ribbon cutting. Their ribbon cutting. Visit zerobarandlounge.com or check out their Facebook page for more info. The first cruise-in of the season is happening this Friday here in downtown Jackson. Cruise-in and concert. It should be a wonderful night, wonderful kickoff to the Downtown Cruise-in and Concert Series. We hope to see you right here, downtown Jackson.
You know, the Zero Bar and Lounge is a pop-up, and you didn't say where the ribbon cutting is.
Well, I'm not sure.
It's at Horace Blackman Park.
And they have their new trailer.
Yeah,
yes,
and it's going to be to cut the ribbon exactly at 1:11.
Okay, thank you. That's why you're here. Thank you.
Joining us now from the Jackson County Airport, Administrator and Marketing Director Karen Watson, and owner-instructor of Flight School of Jackson, Clint White. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah. So people probably don't even know we have a Flight School of Jackson. It's fairly new, isn't it, Clint?
Fairly new, yes. There was a void in flight training, and we wanted to give that opportunity for the community of Jackson.
Yeah. So how many pilots do we have around here?
That's a good question. Not as many as we want.
Okay.
And that's why we're here.
Yeah.
We've got some big plans at the airport. We've got events, we've got some neat things happening, but first we've got to get that control tower fixed.
Yes.
It's in bad shape.
It is. It is. It's time for a facelift. So the control tower has been a staple in the community for well over 60 years. We have a lot of opportunity to improve this for future generations. So we were fortunate enough to have the FAA give us a $3.6 million grant toward the renovation of that, as well as the county assisting in the difference. So, yeah.
All right, so this is the artist rendering. First, let's look at this is shortly after the control tower was constructed.
Wow.
Wow.
That's amazing.
And it's really it's a cool building, you know, the whole complex.
Which way are we looking? Is that looking north?
It looks flipped around.
Yeah, we're looking from Wildwood Avenue.
From Wildwood.
Correct.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So to the left would be the airport and the terminal building.
Yeah.
Straight on is the tower itself. It's been through some changes over the years. As you can see there, it has windows. As time evolved, we wound up covering those windows and transforming it more into just the control tower itself. With the renovations planned, we'll be able to have administrative offices in there. We'll have conference space as well as the tower itself. So
right now, the second and third floor, empty.
I've never been in there.
Yeah.
I've never been in.
No one has.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Aviation Day is a great day for you guys to tour it.
And that is coming up.
Yes.
Look what they did. This was built with all windows.
Yep.
They covered them all up to the energy crisis.
The energy crisis.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, with it not being utilized for anything other than the tower itself, you know, we were looking for ways to save money over the years, so we wound up covering them up and just focusing on utilizing that for the tower staff. And our administrative building, as you know, is south of the existing tower. Once the renovations are complete, we'll be moving over to the tower building and using the current administrative offices for other uses.
You can't use it now because it's contaminated.
Right. So we're going to go in there and do some demo and make it all
Very
pretty.
nice.
Will you have your office there then?
Yes.
Oh, neat.
That'll be nice.
Yes.
Clint, how long have you been flying?
It's going on about 20 years now.
How did you first get into it?
That's what I wanted to do when I was 5.
Wow.
So
Very
I'm
cool.
fortunate, lucky to have pursued my career in aviation. So I feel like I can give back now. And I'm part of the Airport Advisory Council as well, and really trying to expand aviation, the footprint of aviation in Jackson. So,
What kind of plane do you fly?
Professionally or at the flight school?
Well, I guess both.
Both. So professionally, I fly for American Airlines. I'm captain on a 737, and then at the flight school we have Cessna aircraft that we fly. So
what's it like for someone that wants to learn? What's the first process? I assume people that get to the step of calling you have done quite a bit of research.
That's the biggest first step, is reaching out, right?
Yeah.
Really what I recommend is, if you have never been in a small airplane before, to come out for a discovery flight.
Okay.
To see if you
might not like it.
You might not like it, right?
You would not.
I might not like it.
You would not.
I wouldn't like it.
No. Have you flown in a little 2 or 3-seater yet? No.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
We have. Remember, Brandon, we went to Beaver Island in that plane?
Oh,
yeah. And about a month later, it crashed.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Crazy.
So everyone's going to have a chance to discover aviation at the airport, because you're having, again, another aviation day.
Yes. Yep. Last year we had about 2,000 people come through.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it really is. And it's just a chance for us to educate the community on what we're doing, obviously what Clint's got going on. You know, we have a lot of business owners that have hangar space there. A lot of people are interested in obtaining that and having their planes there for business purposes. You know, it makes things a lot more efficient to travel that way for a lot of business owners. We also have a new company called Zephyr Systems that joined us that does drones.
Oh, cool.
So they'll be there on Aviation Day again this year, showing what they can do and carrying up to 500 pounds and all the new technology that is going forward for aviation. So it'll be a good learning experience, but we'll also have military there.
Cool.
All sorts of good stuff. So it should be a fun event.
That's June 24th.
Yes.
But this weekend, there's pancakes.
Lots of pancakes.
How long has this been going on? Because we were talking yesterday, I remember going as a child.
It's decades.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a staple in the community.
For sure.
Absolutely.
So this is only $10 per person, kids 5 and under with an adult free, kids 6 to 10, $5. You're getting your money's worth at this. This is just a classic. And 7 a.m. to noon, so you can get there early.
Yes.
I like that.
Yes.
Very good.
A lot of planes fly in for this too, don't they, Clint?
Yeah, not just pancakes and breakfast, but some really cool aircraft come in that you get to check out. Who doesn't love airplanes?
I know,
right?
Loves it. Love it, right? What's the activity like at the airport, kind of like just on a weekly basis? Is it a lot busier than people would think?
Absolutely. Matter of fact, excuse me, I had a gentleman come in yesterday and said the same thing. They're like, wow, this is a high traffic airport. Most people don't realize what comes and goes, especially, it's a great stop for people to refuel. Okay. We have Skyway Aviation on the premises, so they utilize that for fueling stations. We have obviously, MIS, big event, people coming in and utilizing the airport. We had probably about a month or so ago, we had a dog rescue.
Oh, I remember
come
that.
In.
Wow, that's crazy.
So it's just really neat to see the different people utilizing the airport and remembering what Jackson has to offer through the county.
Very lucky.
More traffic than Lansing.
Oh yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Now, Clint, next time you're piloting an American Airlines 737, can you land in Jackson? That'd be fun.
We could, but
if you had to, you could.
If we had to, yeah.
And as a pilot, what do you think about those beverage carts? I think they should get rid of them.
They don't affect you.
Well,
right?
You're right. They don't affect me, but how would you get your drinks?
You have to have a beverage cart.
They hand you a little bag getting on the plane.
It could be done ahead of time at the gate.
It could.
You get a little bag.
Carry it on board.
Yeah, while you're checking for able-bodied folks, right?
Oh, we really do. It's a gem, the Jackson County Airport Reynolds Field.
Yeah, we're lucky.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for all the work you do at the airport and for advancing aviation.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Karen Watson and Clint White from Reynolds Field, Jackson County Airport. More in the morning show after this.
Volunteer at the Ella. The Ella Sharp Museum has always relied on the loyal support of dedicated volunteers. Volunteers help us realize our mission and engage in the community in the best of art, history, and science. Volunteers participate in our annual events, contribute to interpretive programming, assist in the collections department, and help with fund development and administrative tasks. Simply put, volunteers make it happen, and without them, there is no Ella. But that's not all. Volunteering provides a sense of purpose and personal fulfillment, helps foster and build up our community and community relationships, can help you share your talents, learn new skills, and contribute to something bigger than ourselves. With special events like Sugar and Sharing, the Art, Beer, and Wine Festival, exhibition reception, office work and gardening, groundskeeping, and more. We are always in need of extra hands to help us get it all done. We would love for you to consider becoming an Ella volunteer. Please visit the link below to learn more and fill out a volunteer application today. Only by putting our lives in harmony with the great principle of service to others is that true happiness and true greatness is found. Ella Sharp.
My voice.
My passion.
My path. My career.
Concord Community Schools. Our students shatter expectations.
Best summer ever. Amazing summers start at the Jackson YMCA. Campers never want the summer to end at the Jackson YMCA. Kids look forward to 10 weeks of fun, packed with activities, games, water fun, sports, field trips, and so much more. Your camper will make new friends, learn and laugh. Fun for kids, peace of mind for you. Sign up for your favorite theme week or join us all summer long. Register today at jacksonymca.org.
Hi, this is Superintendent Steve Dorr, inviting you to be a part of the East Jackson family. At East Jackson, we're leading the way in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. We offer one of the area's best robotics teams, as well as a diverse array of arts and music programming. At the high school level, we're excited to launch the Jackson County Early College. New classroom technology helps our curriculum come alive, and our staff ensures a safe and welcoming environment for your child. Great things are happening at East Jackson Community Schools. To learn more, visit our website, eastjacksonschools.org.
Today's show is brought to you by the Dirty Bird in downtown Jackson. They have over 40 beers on tap. Great place to go for lunch. Check out the garage doors. They have been open out to the patio, and it sounds like the patio has moved its way inside to JTV right now. So they might be open right now, actually. Memorial Day fireworks coming up, and Splash Pad is open, all thanks to Alro Steel. It's free. May 26th to 29th, free admission to the falls and Splash Pad, and then of course you can check out the fireworks. It's the Memorial Day weekend celebration presented by Alro Steel, celebrating 75 years.
Joining us now from St. John's Catholic Cemetery, we have Family Services Representative and Cemetery Site Coordinator Jenny Metelka, and Cemetery Grounds and Maintenance Supervisor and Assistant Family Services Representative Brian Mick.
That's a mouthful.
Thank
I'm glad you said that. I just had Jenny and Brian on my sheet.
We wear many hats.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So we were talking before the show. We see at least twice a year for Wreaths Across America, and then for the Memorial Day, and it's really the start of, I would say, cemetery season, where people are visiting and particularly honoring those on Memorial Weekend.
Absolutely. This is our time of year.
I know you've told us before. How many veterans do we have in the cemetery?
2,300-ish.
Amazing.
Yeah. Just over. Yeah.
Wow.
And every year we do Wreaths Across America honoring them.
Yeah.
And then for Memorial Day, of course, we're honoring our men and women who died serving in the U.S. military, but also our Mass that we have on Monday, Memorial Day at 9 a.m. It's a chance to have Mass out at the cemetery, outside at our altar, with your loved ones who are buried there, along with honoring our service people.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity, and again, another long tradition that we've had. The altar was actually permanently installed several years ago just for this Mass.
It was. It was donated by Denoyer Funeral Home, and we are going to do some altar renovations later this summer. So everyone's welcome to stop by next year to see what we're going to do, a couple upgrades there.
Not only with the holiday, but the weather, of course, brings more visitors. And it will be busy. Are there some rules and etiquette for visiting your loved ones?
Yeah, yes and no.
Yeah,
just common sense. Dusk till dawn. Everybody's welcome to visit the cemetery, but just common sense.
I've noticed signs at cemeteries, and I think this is universal. No metal detectors.
No.
People should not come
right.
with metal detectors.
Obviously.
People do that.
Not in Jackson, I don't.
But since you mentioned signs, that's something to note for us. About 3 years ago, maybe 5 years ago, we redid our signage. And at every entrance, if people are wondering what they can bring out to the cemetery for decorations, they're welcome to look at our signage or go on our website, which is jacksoncemetery.org, or call our office. But we do have our flower rules for decorating the graves on those.
Well, let's take a look at last year's Memorial Day Mass. What do people need to know? What's the program?
It starts at 9 a.m. It is outside, so we do recommend you bring your own chair or you'll be sitting on the grass. Show up a little early to save your spot and just enjoy the rest of the show. We have local veterans that will present the flag to start the Mass off, and it's a really beautiful ceremony. So and everybody's welcome to join us.
Mm-hmm. We're also having the Knights of Columbus this year. Their 4th degree honor guard, which is the patriotic arm of the Knights of Columbus. They will be at Mass, and then afterward, we have a fallen soldiers memorial. They'll be presenting a memorial wreath there. Awesome. But they'll be a part of Mass as well. Father Tim McDonald from Queens will be our presider, but all of our local priests from the local parishes will be there as well.
And tell me what time again, Jenny? 9?
9 o'clock, Monday. Bring your lawn chairs. That's probably the biggest note. And it's usually hot and sunny. We've been blessed with great weather. The good Lord just smiles on us for this event, it seems, every year. So wear some sunscreen, maybe a hat. But it looks like good weather again this year.
What's this event like for you, for both of you? Spend so much time there, you kind of get to take a step back and
it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work. Yeah. The guys, the crew, Benny Gajewski, Tom Kaminsky, those guys have been busting their butts last 2 weeks. Getting ready, so it's more of a sigh of relief for me. Yeah. I get to take it in and realize this is what we're working for, and it's a lot of work for a couple hours, but it's well worth it every year.
I noticed we had a lot of trees that got damaged from the ice storm.
Yeah, we were very fortunate in that aspect. I mean, we did have a lot of cleanup, but nothing too major, nothing the guys couldn't handle.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. I also think for us, it is a time for Memorial Day Mass to reflect on the year that we've had. We see so many families of loved ones, and they become friends. Yep. And families who have buried their loved ones throughout the year. So we are able to talk with them, share Mass with them. The Catholic community really gathers for this event. It's usually 200-300 people in attendance. So like Brian said, get there early to find parking in our parking lot or down the cemetery roads. But really, it's a beautiful morning to have Mass outdoors. The birds are chirping, the sun's coming up. It's just, it's wonderful.
Great way to start your day, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that 2,300, that number, it grows every year. And
sure does.
In the past year, we have had more families whose loved ones who've served are now buried at that cemetery.
Yeah, and we can't honor those guys enough. So just another event to put some thanks to those guys, and we love doing it.
Yeah, if someone wants to just donate or honor, buy some flowers for someone that doesn't have any family left, how could they do that?
They could call one of our local florists and have them sent to the cemetery's office for a veteran or a military member who has died in the, we've got a couple soldiers who are buried in our cemetery who died in the line of duty. They could also sponsor a wreath for our December event, Wreaths Across America. That would be a beautiful way to honor a veteran, get a kickstart on that.
Yeah.
Do we have any unknown soldiers buried in the cemetery?
Not that I'm aware of.
So that Wreaths Across America is another way that people can, and that, you can make a donation anytime during the year.
Just visit our website, that jacksoncemetery.org that Jenny mentioned earlier. There's links on there they can follow to make a donation for that event as well.
Yeah, having a wreath at every single veteran grave is
powerful, amazing,
and you were able to do it.
Well, our Jackson community steps up every year. We've got awesome people surrounding us, and out of we've done it 5-6 years now.
This will be our 7th.
Wow.
This year's our 7th year.
Wow.
But we've last year we hit 100% again.
Awesome. Any other holiday plans outside of work for either of you guys?
Rest.
Yeah.
Golf.
There you go.
Hopefully.
There you go. Fun.
Yeah, it's going to be a beautiful weekend.
It should be.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much, and hope everyone can get out and join you.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah,
thanks for having us. Thank you, Bart.
Brian Mick and Jenny Metelka from St. John's Catholic Cemetery. More of the morning show right after this quick break.
Ace Roofing is a family-owned and operated business that serves superior quality flat roofing and repair services. We have been in business for over 53 years, and our premium customer service, high-level integrity, and world-class workmanship set Ace Roofing apart from other roofers. Over 53 years of experience, professional and informative, trusted among the customers, guaranteed customer satisfaction. aceroofing/jackson.com or call 517-782-8601. The Enchanted Forest Bar and Grill has something for everyone. They offer a large menu with a variety of meals to choose from, including many Middle Eastern options, along with the everyday favorites. Enjoy live music and dancing, pool table, huge bar and large banquet hall, perfect for your next gathering, wedding reception, graduation party, and more. And don't miss Sunday brunch, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Experience a great night out at the Enchanted Forest Bar and Grill, located at 3705 Ann Arbor Road in Jackson.
Have you been to Farm Suds downtown Jackson yet? You know, that cool little soap shop that's oh so much more. All of our products are made on site with natural, high-quality ingredients like goat milk soap made the old-fashioned way, shampoo bars, body butter, a whole fabulous face line, dog shampoo, zero-waste plastic-free kitchen and shower products, and that's just to name a few. So pop on down to 229 South Mechanic Street or in Chelsea across from the Common Grill. We can't wait to meet your skin.
When you need metal, and you need it now, Alro Metals Outlet is here for you. When your back is against the wall, our vast inventory of aluminum, steel, plastics, and more will help you get the job done. Whether you're a professional or do-it-yourselfer, our retail stores are your one-stop shop for metals. You select it, we cut to length, and shear to size. Right here, right now. Because when you need metal, Alro Metals Outlet has your back.
Do you do landscaping? Yes, we do. Our landscaping is creative and innovative. We'll make sure your yard is beautiful.
Do you do irrigation systems?
Yes, our irrigation systems are top of the line and will be designed to fit your watering needs.
What about lawn care?
We do that too. Our lawn care services will continue to keep your yard healthy and help it grow. Wilcox Lawn and Landscaping, serving South Central Michigan since 1986.
Today's show is brought to you by Total Landscaping. For over 26 years, Total Landscaping has offered residential and commercial landscape services at fair and reasonable prices. TotalLandscapingInc.com. Free estimates if you have that project that you would like to check out. See how much it costs? Free estimates.
Joining us now is the co-founder and COO of Birthbright Company, Tia Parker.
Hi, Bart. Thanks for having me.
Morning to you.
Hi, Andy.
Glad to have you back. Welcome.
Yes, thank you.
Well, this is a big month for Birthbright with what you folks do with your mission, but let's first tell people what Birthbright is.
So Birthbright is a nonprofit that serves children in foster care. We serve the families too, so we give them resources, mentorship, support to kind of help them through that journey and process. A lot of families need resources. The kids sometimes come with nothing, and so we really try to fill in those gaps.
How did you start this? How did you come up with it? How did you kind of get to where you are today?
Yeah, my sister Monique Zantop and I were both former foster parents, and so we kind of were in that route of seeing like kids coming in with less belongings and kind of engaging with other foster parents and seeing that there's like kind of a need for resources that was lacking, and so we really kind of were like, this is what we needed, and we kind of have applied that to our own organization, and so that's really helped us to kind of shape things.
Kids will show up at their new foster home with just a grocery bag of their stuff.
Yeah, sometimes kids have less than that. Sometimes it's really just the clothes that they're in. I've had an infant come with a car seat, and the worker actually had to go to Walmart and get some things because I had other kids in the home, and she's like, I can stop really quick and get the things for you. And so that was really helpful, but usually the kids come with very little, so yeah.
May is National Foster Care Month, and we know that there's around 10,000 children in the state. I think around 160 plus in Jackson County. It's something that a lot of people just aren't familiar with, don't think about, but there's a serious need.
There is. A lot of families are already filled up. There's like a space requirement, so you have to have room for the children to come in. But there's a lot of families that are really kind of getting burnt out, that the kids just keep coming in, and there's not enough homes that are licensed. And it's really just kind of more kids in care than think we can do something for.
So you've been a foster parent yourself?
Yes, I have. I was actually a foster parent for a very short time, but I had a medically fragile child, and then I did have an infant in the home, and so I didn't really foster for a long time, but I had like one of the more difficult cases. And so I saw a lot of the stuff with the medical stuff and the needing of resources and medical supplies. I got kind of that more like darker side of it.
Sure.
You had an event called Hooray for May.
We did, yes. This is our second year for our Hooray for May event, and so this is Monique's like special project. She did a lot of the setting up and organizing for this event, but we solicited for toys, we had summer gear, we had clothing and shoes, we had all kinds of stuff, toilet paper, Target donated laundry detergent to us, and so we had a lot of things for the families. We kind of wanted to get them loaded up for the summer, and have the kids really be able to come and pick out items for themselves.
What's the best way that the community can help the foster closet to you?
So the best way they could really help is to donate monetarily. It helps us to buy the specific items we need. They could also organize a drive for us, like a church group or a school group. If they could do the actual organizing the drive, that really gives us a lot of support, because volunteer-wise, we don't have a lot of volunteers at the closet. We have a small space, but if somebody can kind of externally have a drive and get items for us, that's really helpful.
Very good idea.
Yeah.
You are based here in Jackson and have served primarily Jackson, but also your services have helped foster parents in neighboring counties.
Yes, we have a lot of people from Hillsdale and other counties that come, Ingham, Calhoun. We really serve all of Michigan. If the families can reach us, we're more than happy to serve them. The logistics of getting items to people the further they are away is really hard, and we used to do delivery, but we really kind of have to have the support staff for that, so we've had the families come and pick up.
And before Birthbright came to be, there was just no resource for foster parents like this.
There was a local resource that was on like a smaller scale, but yeah, it was really difficult for people to kind of, it was like an in-home thing, and so it's really difficult for people if there's not like a specific location to be able to come, or days and times. We kind of do a lot of pre-packaging stuff, and so that really helps, but in terms of resources for foster families, you're right, there really wasn't much of anything here, and especially in Michigan, it's kind of hard to find a space that's close to you.
We're always obviously looking for foster families. What would you say to encourage folks? Maybe, I don't know, maybe there's a certain demographic, maybe there's a certain, maybe empty nesters. What's your take?
I would say, well, for sure that Birthbright's a resource, so don't worry if you don't have the items and you need support, we're definitely here. I'd say people who are worried about younger kids, there's teens, there's older kids, and so yeah, empty nesters, people who are maybe have a slower pace of life, a teen might be a good idea, or an older child. The resources, we're here for that, and I'd say that there's a good support system here, and so really it's kind of just asking questions and letting people know where you're at. Can you take a placement or not?
You have the foster closet, but you also have a literacy program?
Yes, Bright Brown Literacy, and so we're really excited about that. We've gotten lots of books. We get new books for the kids. We want them to be able to expand their personal libraries. And then it just gives families something different to do. A lot of kids really have just different likes, a lot of graphic novel kids, and you know, there's a lot of different things. Some kids like sci-fi. It gives kids a chance to explore what they like and what they want to learn about.
Cool.
Yeah.
When you first got into the program, what was the biggest surprise for you in taking on a child?
So the biggest surprise was really how caring they are. They just kind of really fit right into your family, and so I ended up doing a lot of like, we're gonna get this for you two, and doubles, like almost like I've got like twins, and I'm like, this is getting really expensive. Like you need a chair, like specialized stuff, and they really just kind of fit into your home.
Yeah, I think one thing you brought up about some of the medical needs and the time and travel. So any way that you can support a foster parent is great.
Yes, yeah, you know, people really just don't think about stuff like driving, you know, if somebody, the foster families can have people who help them, like, you know, their license, I don't really know the wordings, but, you know, people who are authorized to take the child if they needed to, babysit. And so just friends and family of the foster family, I could take them and drop them off to the visit, or I could help with this, and, you know, people just forget about those little intricate details, even a gas card.
Right.
Yeah, and the kids, I'm sure there's so much emotional damage, you know, some cases are literally ripped out of their
It's scary,
homes.
right? Even for anyone, it's scary to go to a new place.
It is. You're really going to the home. It's really strangers meeting. I don't have better terminology. It's almost like dating. You're really getting to know somebody, and they're getting to know you, your likes and dislikes, and that's why we love having our events. We get to know the kids, and so we might pick up on little details like, I saw them looking at that dinosaur, and next time we give them something, put that dinosaur in there for that person. And so all that kind of stuff really goes together. You kind of really are getting to know each other, and the items really kind of help if we can help facilitate that.
What kinds of things can people donate? And, you know, we all see it's garage sale season. You don't want junk, but what if some good things that people might have that they can offer?
So I'd say, really, I don't want to sound rude, but anything new, the kids really are disadvantaged already, and so we've really tried to get away from some of the used items. If it's looking great, then excellent, and all things are a treasure to somebody, and so we acknowledge that. But in terms of volunteers, we don't have time to sort through everything, and so if it's new in the package, it's really a bonus. The kids are going to love it, they're going to feel special, and some kids really haven't had an opportunity to have something that's theirs and that's new. And so while we don't want to focus on new, it really does make a difference. So really anything, school supplies, anything that you'd like or need, they like too.
Awesome.
Yeah, anything a kid or family needs.
Yes.
And how they make a donation? Or
on our website, birthbright.org. It's birthbrite.org. They could also send us in the mail. We have our contact information on there. It's 1410 West Ganson Street in Jackson. And they could just call if they want to organize something, and we can most certainly give them the information that way too.
I see no reason why people should not help. What a great cause.
No. Governor Whitmer actually knows all about Birthbright and has selected Tia sister Monique to serve on a special advisory panel in Lansing.
Congratulations, that's cool.
Yeah, we're excited. Yeah, it's really great.
Thanks for all you guys do. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Tia Parker, co-founder and CEO of Birthbright Company. The morning show continues after these words.
Cascades Humane Society is excited to announce the 2023 Paws in the Park, presented by Lammers Heating and Air Conditioning. This year, the fun will be had at Cascade Falls Park on Saturday, June 3rd. The event will feature a 5K run and walk for both people and dogs, and a shorter woof walk is available along with Kids Doggy Dash. The popular Ultimate Air Dogs will be back, the premier dog dock diving company where dogs run off a dock and are judged based on how far they jump in the pool. Your own dogs can compete. Also included will be vendors to shop, food to purchase, kids activities, pony rides, a petting zoo, and a vaccine clinic. Visit chspets.org for more information.
There are many different kinds of noses. Our noses can sniff out all kinds of things. Good things and bad things. Your nose knows if those sniffles are just a cold, allergies, or COVID-19. So swab it. Test it. It's good to know.
Asthma Allergy Centers can help you breathe freely. Since 1980, our board-certified specialists have provided testing and treatment for a wide variety of asthma and allergy-related conditions, including immunodeficiencies and skin problems. No referrals are necessary, and we accept any insurance or no insurance. You can even use our mobile app to check in and pay. Come see us at our Jackson office or one of our multiple offices in Southwest Michigan.
Our new Express Oil Changes and More building has been a huge success. Not only do we have the best oil change prices, we top off fluids and do a 33-point inspection. All while you enjoy fresh-baked cookies, coffee, and popcorn in our new lounge. This month is our Jeep Freedom Day sales event with special pricing on all new Jeeps. Stop out to Extreme Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Jackson, just off I-94 exit 141, or online at extremedodge.com.
Oh yeah!
Welcome back to the morning show on JTV. Everyone's getting excited for Memorial Day weekend around here. The place is starting to look empty. People are leaving. Mm-hmm. They're leaving town.
Did you know one of the things about Aviation Day, you can take an adventure on a C-47 Hairless Joe. Apparently that's the name of a plane.
Really?
And you can take, it's from the Yankee Air Museum, and they'll be taking people up on these
no, thank you.
Antique planes.
I know a lot of people that love to do that, and I wish them well from the ground.
I've been in them. I've been on C-47. I've been in a T-6.
Wow, brag much. Wow.
Bragging.
Wow, you ever been in a private jet?
I think you should do it. It's fun.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. I like to watch from the ground. I'll tell you, I would fly with Clint though, any day of the week.
Yeah.
Clint, I'll fly with him. So.
Yeah.
You've never been in a private jet?
No. Have you?
No.
Like one of those, what do they call those?
Private jet?
Yeah, but you can rent them.
Oh yeah, like jet.
Whatever.
What are those called? The rental
jets.
Jet.
You call them up.
Brandon,
and say,
we've done
we
that
go to
before. What do we call that when we rent the plane?
Yeah, NetJet.
NetJet. NetJet. We have a NetJet subscription here.
Yeah.
We can only afford to go to Mount Pleasant though, unfortunately. Mm-hmm. So it's a big day here. The folks from Bailey Excavating are waiting in the lobby right now, and they're here to get their photos taken.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Did I tell you about that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you did.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
So
who's coming up on the show tomorrow?
The show tomorrow. You know, I knew you were going to ask me that, and I do have that here somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Dana just brought
here
it
is.
in.
Here it
yes.
is. Jeff Bontrager will be here tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. And Joe DeBow will be talking Grass Lake Music in the Park and the Grass Lake Traffic Jammin'.
Mm-hmm. Coming up later today, we invite you to tune in. We've got Tim DeWitt from Jackson Catholic Schools. You actually have the list.
Oh, there you go.
Tim DeWitt, Jackson Catholic Schools. Troy White with the latest on the street construction projects. Dr. Ed Mantine,
yes.
Jackson College Distinguished Service Award honoree. John Blank and Gary Wilcock, two of Jackson's top artists. And Hakeem Crampton, and Thad Williams getting ready for the Southside Festival Series, all later today. We'll see you this afternoon. Thanks for watching.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.